Hey everyone, it's Deanna,
Aaron,
and Celeste, and you're catching up on this week's episode of Two Brunettes and A Gay
on the podcast.
All right, our next guest is someone who's been blowing minds at Fringe festivals for years. He is one of Australia's most awarded comedy hypnotists, and he's back at the Adelaide Fringe in 2026 with a brand new show. Please welcome Mr. Matt Hale. Welcome to the show.
Hey, wow, it's lovely to be here. Great to see you guys again.
I know, we were just chatting about this. We actually met you for the first time in 2015 at the Red Earth Arts Festival in Karratha, so we've known each other for over a decade.
Yeah, this is really interesting because, that is a really out-the-way, kind of like very niche festival. It's in remote Western Australia.
In a mining area.
In a mining area. So they've got a great community there where they put this festival on. But the fact that we crossed over there so many years ago, and here we are today.
I don't know about you, but we had so much fun up there. We were like, oh, it's called the Red Earth Arts Festival because the Earth is red.
Everything's red. Yeah, right? Yeah. Do you know what? It's 11 years later. I think I'm still picking out red dust from that festival. Various creases in my body.
Okay, so let's start with the first question that we ask all our guests. Tell our listeners, Matt Hale, Funbelievable, what is the show about?
So it's a comedy hypnosis show. I'm a very non-traditional hypnotist. I have a kind of a high-energy party style of hypnosis show. And this year, the show is themed, so it's Funbelievable 90s Rewind. So it's all based around 90s stuff. So we got 90s music, 90s movie references. We got just all the bits and pieces that you love to love or love to hate from the 90s are kind of included in the show. So it's got a real big party soundtrack. So all the music like I said, it's the best and the worst, but it's those songs you love to hate in there as well. So
absolutely,
I take around about 20 people up on stage. It's a volunteers-only show. There's normally a fair rush for the stage, to be quite honest, every night, and we take those people on stage and take them into a nice little, just get them using their imagination and focusing, and then we get into the routines, which are, like I say, based around the 90s stuff. But the audience are just as important because the audience provide the laughter, there's a lot of sing-alongs, there's a lot of clap-alongs, and a lot of swaying the arms.
There's a lot of dancing. I saw the show just last week, and it's dancing, there's singing, it's just fun. It's just from start to finish a lot of fun.
The funny thing is I write a show that I like to be part of because traditionally a hypnotist is fairly passive in the fact that you do the thing and you guide the show. But I just love being part of hey, I want to dance to it, I want to sing around, I want to jump around the stage, and so I kind of bring that kind of party atmosphere to the whole show.
Well, I unfortunately wasn't there like you guys were, but I saw snippets of it because obviously Celeste's husband Jake was one of the
what a star, hey?
The people that you hypnotised.
Yeah, I had a great time.
It was absolutely hilarious.
You were laughing at the video so much.
I was wetting myself laughing. It was so funny.
You can check it out on our socials, actually.
Yes, it's definitely on our socials. Well, so what makes a perfect hypnotist subject? What makes someone perfect for hypnotism, or is there no one?
Well, look, the funny thing is I get asked this a lot of time, like, can you tell if I'm going to be good or this person's going to be good or someone's going to be good? And I can't tell at all until we start to take you through that little process and then see how the imagination is being engaged. Because one thing of that obviously that does make someone a better subject or a better potential subject is the ability to focus and concentrate and use the imagination. I make it quite clear if you're coming up on stage, you've got to engage with the process, because it's a bit like if you said to me, hey, I want to drive a car, and I'm like, sure, yeah, put the key in the ignition, and you're like, well, I don't want to do that. Well, you're not going to get any further down the process of driving a car. So just similar with getting to that nice, relaxed kind of hypnotic state. You've got to follow through the process. If say, okay, I want you to think this, guide your imagination here. Now, if you sat there and go, no, I'm not going to do that, but just hypnotise me anyway. I was like, well, this is a two-way process. It's not me doing something to you.
Yes, that's exactly right.
I'm going to help you relax your mind. I'm going to help you, really engage that imagination, but we'll work on it together. So
because I guess there would be people that come on stage with the kind of attitude of like, show me that you can do this.
Yeah, I do make that quite clear up front that it's not a challenge, because and it's really nice. What I really love is sometimes people come up to me either before a show or just out, if they've seen me somewhere, and they'll go, yeah, but you can't bet you can't hypnotise me. And I go, you're absolutely right.
You don't want to be, then.
You're absolutely right.
But where do I fall? Because I want to be hypnotised,
Yes.
but every time I've tried,
Yep.
I've failed. This is why you're hypnotising those two today.
Right, yeah.
Because even I just did like this whole. I spent a lot of money on hypnobirthing. I was
Yeah, okay.
unable to hypnobirth.
Yeah, oh, okay.
Like, 'cause I've got a 1-month-old now.
Yeah, yeah.
As well. So, like I followed through the process.
Yep.
Is it because, like, is it some people overthink it, or you've got no idea?
No, it's one of those things that could be a number of reasons, but I do say people can become better at it. So I liken it to like meditation and mindfulness. Sometimes people are like, I tried listening to that thing, or went to a yoga class, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I was terrible, but you get better at it because you learn how to start. Concentrating within. You learn how to start. So sometimes people are amazing at meditation the first time,
Yep.
and sometimes people, took 5 meditation classes before they felt they could really switch off. And I do feel it's the same with hypnosis. Like a lot of people are really good at it first time.
Yep.
Yeah, because we do go into that same state of mind by accident a lot,
Yes.
When you're fully engaged in a TV show and it feels so real that your emotions are flowing along with what's happening on the TV, it's not real, but your emotions are still playing as if it was real. So your brain does this all the time. Sometimes people come up on a stage and, I pop them back to the audience, and afterwards they say, oh, it's such a shame. I say, you're more than welcome to come up another time. And sometimes people come back, and the second time they're an absolute star from the first moment. So
there you go.
Yeah, it could be. People can just have different things on their mind. It could be as silly as thing they're sat on the stage and the aircon is too cold on their neck or something. It could be anything. So,
distracts you from the process. Gotcha.
Well,
I'll
Fringe
need to
audiences
practice.
can be pretty chaotic.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
What's the most unexpected thing that you've seen so far at Fringe?
At
on
Fringe?
stage, in your show?
Yeah, well, actually, I will tell you the most chaotic thing that happened was at Adelaide Fringe, but it was nothing to do with the show. It was just the excitement level to do with the show. We're about to start the show, and in our venue, we've got rake seating, which is, kind of stadium-style seating.
Yeah.
And I think I had, like, maybe 2 spots left on the stage, and I kind of, the chairs had all filled up, and I said, oh, hey, there's another couple of seats just left at the back here if anyone thought they missed out. And this girl who was at the top of the seating got so excited, so she kind of ran out the side of the line of chairs she was sat on with her friends, and she was looking back at her friends, waving. As she got to the top of the stairs, she was like, waving at her friends. She then tumbled down the stairs.
Oh no!
Yeah, broke her leg. Right? Yeah. So we couldn't even start the show. We had to call paramedics, and so the paramedics had to come into Gluttony. So they had to bring the ambulance in.
Yeah, of course, because you can't touch her or move her.
Yeah. So in the meantime, she's on the stairs being tended to, and we've got people sat on stage waiting for the show to start. And of course, it becomes this. It was good. The whole audience really became very. We all kind of connected in that. Trauma bonded. Yeah. And I tell you what was amazing. Obviously, we kept checking in with her, and we kept the crowd engaged, and said, "Look, we'll sit here as long as we found it. If anyone needs to leave, blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And then once the paramedics came and put her on a stretcher and took her out, she gave a big wave and a thumbs up to the audience, and the audience went crazy. So it's really funny. Like, I mean, obviously crazy things happen every night on stage in a controlled manner. There's so many variations to how people can react. But definitely some of my memorable things have been something completely
Not show involved.
Not show involved, just excitement about the show. Yeah.
Okay, now to finish off, because we said to our audience at the beginning of the show, you are going to hypnotise me and Aaron. You're going to attempt to hypnotise Aaron and I.
Yeah.
So before we get into that, we've got some rapid fire questions for you.
Go for it.
So first answer that comes to your mind.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Cruise ship or Fringe tent?
Oh, Fringe tent.
Standing ovation or roaring laughter?
A roaring laughter.
Pre-show ritual?
Dancing around like an idiot to my pre-show music backstage where no one can see.
Good. 80s or 90s?
I'm going to say 90s because I think 90s are the new 80s.
Yeah. Okay. Perth or Adelaide?
Oh, look, I'm going to say Perth because I lived there. It's my chosen home for 25 years. I'm from just north of London, but for 25 years I've decided to live in the most remote city in the world.
So hard to get to.
And still fly everywhere. Yeah, it would be much easier even if I lived in Adelaide, because I do a lot of corporate gigs in Sydney, Melbourne, stuff like that. Yeah. So I fly all the time, But I just live by the beach in Perth and love it.
You love it too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on, don't let that detract from the fact that I do love Adelaide. The fact that I get to spend 5 weeks every year is amazing.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like an extended vacation a little bit.
Yeah.
Not that you're working the whole time, but after party or straight to bed?
It's somewhere in between. After party in the head, straight to bed for realism.
Yes.
Realistic.
Okay, final question. What's on your Fringe rider?
That's really interesting. I love a beer, but I don't drink.
Okay.
Yeah. So alcohol-free beers.
Yes.
Yeah, I love an alcohol-free beer. Straight after a show. Just something. Yeah, I spend a lot of energy on stage, so when I come on, I absolutely love to neck a really good kind of craft style alcohol-free beer. I know that sounds really weird.
That sounds so funny. I just have a stressful show. Here's an alcohol-free beer. Just chill out with that after the show.
All right, well, stay with us because Matt isn't going anywhere. Like we said, he's going to attempt to hypnotise Aaron and I live on air, and we're sure we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So we'll be back right after this. Hey everyone, it's Deanna, Celeste and Aaron here, or as you know us, you're Two Brunettes and A Gay.
Join the weekend happy hour at a new day and time every Saturday at 11 a.m.
So pour your mimosa for the most fabulous bottomless brunch in town.
Only on Saturdays at 87.6 FM, Radio Italia Uno.